fair points made for sure. Like, Classic, is he as solid in the late game as Rain?
This is Classic to a T. You know,
classic, would you say?
Classic indeed. Fast spawning pool goes down, but I don't believe Snute actually spotted the probe on the way in. He has no idea this is happening.
Is that going to be quick enough? A cannon has already started.
There's no way that's early enough. You know, it was a little bit of a mistake for Snute not to send his second Overlord on the path to spot for these probe coming in. And now he is going to have to do something like canceling that hatchery, expanding elsewhere.
Or Classic really kind of taking the game and doing with it what he wants, completely different from how we saw Rain play against Snute.
No anti-air, just the single queen. Going to pick up quite a couple of drone kills here. Very nice start to this pressure for Classic.
He'd have gotten even more kills, but still going to go on a rampage here. Almost out of energy. And you know you're a sad Zerg when Oracle had to stop attacking because it ran out of energy. A little bit of a mistake there. Looks like he should be able to get a cancel on this third base, so that's a... You know, that's a small victory there for Snute, but he is going to lose anything that attacks his front with 2 cannons, that many force fields and void rays. Going after this hatchery right now, turning those void rays on as well, but with 3 queens coming up, going to have to retarget. Has those oracles as well. They're very low on health though, so he's got to be careful with them.
Oh, the Void Ray range is just getting on top of those queens. Still hasn't taken any hull damage on any of these. And now coming up with the Zealots and Sentries, there is just nothing on the ground here for Snute. A paltry force of roaches is not going to be enough here.
No, certainly not. They are going to be cleaned up. One Void Ray finally does go down, but he easily has enough to take out this hatchery. And the amount of damage done to Snute, it just feels like it's too much.
Snute just wasn't able to get back into the game, and he's just slowly getting whittled down. These roaches falling down. He does type GG.
Very nice play there by Classic.
Coming in from this side, it is a wide open area, but look at how many cannons there are.
Yeah, quite a few here. The Nexus cannon going down as well. Some decent force fields, but these roaches do have burn movement. Going to go ahead, move forward. In the meantime, we do have another attack going up here through the choke, kind of in a flanking maneuver, killing off some sentries and targeting down this Immortal.
Oh, the Immortal pulls out just in time. Roaches trying to burrow in, but they're not really getting too much done. Oh, it feels a little bit like the Zerg army is a wave crashing against a rock right now. Classic's defense has been fantastic.
Well, we do have these Hydras moving in. We have a flank here as well. I think this is almost like a diversionary tactic from Snute.
Snute's pushing it on the third still very hard. And I think you're right. He's pulled most of the army away, and he's actually killed some gateways, killed a few stalkers. Ooh, and pushing back in here on this side. There's no force fields left. These Hydras are actually getting a pretty decent trade here.
Here he comes. We do have Snute with a pretty good concave here. Really spread out on his Hydras. Most of them shooting at the same time. But that is a lot of Blink Stalkers.
Oh, I think this is a pretty good fight for Snute, though. But the flank of Stalkers coming in is going to be really great.
Pushing forward time and time again. He's got to stay as cost efficient as possible. He's down in the base count. The drones being pulled here once again.
Oh, there's still 73 drones left alive, even after losing a few. The Hydralisk count is getting insane, even Blinding Clouds on top of it. There is so much Storm available. The Zergling's getting on top of the Templar. He needs to focus these High Templar down. Oh, eating some very big storms, but he's still got so many more Hydralisks in reserve.
Well, he's continuing to push in here. The Zergling's got on top of those High Templars for a moment, but he's pushing forward once again. More Psy Storms going down, losing most of his High Templars here.
I love the patient spreading of Snute. He's just taking his time, does not want to eat the storms. He's going to keep spreading those units out. The Blinding Cloud a little bit further forward this time. Oh, the storms coming in, not getting the most amazing hits though. Snute's actually doing a good job of minimizing it so far. His army's bruised, but he's still got a lot of Roach Hydra in here.
Yeah, this is pretty tough right now for Classic. That was a very nice Psy Storm, but I think Snute doesn't even care, just pushing forward right now, making more units there at home with his superior economy.
Is it too late? The Roach Hydra is focusing down his fourth base so quickly.
Oh man, this is gonna be it. Classic is going to have to attack from here, I think. There's not a whole lot of other options. He is trying to sneak a base in the top right.
So cute there. Gonna try and grab an Archon as well, or a Stalker. Oh, that's the Abductor. Rubs it in your face. An accidental misclick that it is going to be devastating for Classic's morale right now. Meanwhile, Snute has found the top right base with a Zergling, and he is up there.
Close to long enough to make an impact on this game. He's going to run a few DTs around the map and see what he can get done, but with spores everywhere and queens and drones being pulled, there's just nothing left here.
Impressive play from Snute.
Trying to hold on. He's got great micro. He's got great defense, but Nothing can hold you on against how much Snute has on this map.
Oh, it doesn't matter how much Storm you have. That is just too much. Zerg, look at the beautiful pullbacks from Snute. A beautiful concave. Just a wave of Zerg crashing over this Protoss army. And Classic is getting knocked out of this game. But he knows he needs to make something happen to get back in this. There's roaches already popping out there. I think Snute's in a perfect position to crush this attack.
Absolutely. I think you are correct. All of Snute's units starting to move back right now. These Zealots absolutely not doing enough damage. And that is going to make Snute super safe. And what do you do here as Classic? It looks like you grab all your tech.
Classic delaying a little bit too much there. The Overlord spotting it. Hydra's popping out. Oh, looks like this is going to be another whiff. Only going to get a drone or two, a couple of Hydralisks. You know, it's not the worst trade in the world, but when you're on 2 bases versus 3, you need to get much better trades than that. Pretty decent force fields there, not losing too many units, and at the same time, the DTs come in and get shut down.
Everything slaughtered here. Classic can't buy some damage at this point. Like, he is putting everything he's got into it. And in fact, oh my god, his +2 might not finish. Oh. Well, he is throwing down some really good force fields so far, really limiting the amount of units that can come up. Those Immortals doing some real work on these roaches. Microing back very strongly, but his sentries are starting to fall. He has almost no force fields left. Snute coming in right now with a lot of Hydralisks, and these Immortals have nothing to back them up. They're going to go down. The Mothership Core goes down, and with them, Classic goes down.
Snute just showing commanding play here. Classic cannot believe what is happening, but every single Stalker is dying. These Hydralisks are pushing in relentlessly. It is a decisive set of wins here for Snute on day 1 of IEM Shenzhen. Trying to get that one last tier from Snute, but I don't think it's going to happen. These Stalkers, GG.